Boys and girls, as of this morning, we have lived in our new house for 2 weeks. And what a 2 weeks it's been. During that time, we've had Anna start her new job. We've had Andy have his last week at school, his last week at his respite place that he came back from yesterday. We've had our new car delivered. We've had a social worker allocated to us now. There has been lots going on. We have been super, super busy. Unfortunately, what that busyness means is that we have failed at one of the jobs that we set ourselves when we first moved in, and that was to be completely unpacked within a week. 2 weeks have gone, and as you can see, this room has an Anna in the back there, but this room still has lots of unpacked boxes. Now, we can't just use the busyness as an excuse for that, because that's not the only reason it's not been unpacked. Over the last week or so, we have realised that the room's actually set up completely wrong for how we want it to work, which is one of the reasons why we stopped unpacking, because there was no point unpacking if we then had to pack it all up again and move it again. So it's now Saturday, and our job for today is to completely rearrange this room so that it works for us, and then unpack those boxes and put some stuff into storage that needs to go into storage. More on that after a word from Past Kev, who's with today's sponsors.
Past Kev here, just jumping in with a quick message to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. If you're anything like me and sometimes find yourself with too much time on your hands, you know, moving house, getting a new car, doing all this content creation stuff whilst looking after a child full-time because your other half's just started her first full-time job out of uni, if you've got that kind of free time, you're probably thinking, I wish I had something to occupy even more of that time. Well, worry not, Raid Shadow Legends has got you covered. I downloaded this earlier in the week just to really have a little look at it for my sponsored stream that I did over on Twitch that you might have seen. And I've not really stopped playing it since. It's currently 3 o'clock in the afternoon as I record this. I was supposed to record this morning so I could get on with some proper work, but I've then spent the entire day playing Raid Shadow Legends because I had some champions that I needed to upgrade. I'm 38 years old. I'm not proud of myself, but it's proper addictive. Not only that, but they've thrown in a triple kryptonite at me to really hook me in. First of all, we've got a selection of champions that you can collect, upgrade, battle with. Very much Pokemon vibes from that, but we've also got FIFA Ultimate Team style pack openings with mystery shard pieces that you collect through playing the game, and then you can summon these guys and just add a new champion to your collection. So there you go, we've just got ourselves a common level 1 troglodyte who, let's be honest, is going straight over to the tavern to be mulched up and made into food to develop some of my other champions. But the bit I'm enjoying the most at the moment is we've got the lollujo clan up and running. We've got a selection of people who've already got involved to come and join the lollujo party, and we are very much trying to take on this big fella who is proving to be problematic. We've got a great big clan boss that between the 30 of us, we've only managed a 94% beat so far. I am a big fan of something that we have to commit a little bit of time to and work together as a team. This is why I've been upgrading my team so much, to try and take on this clan boss again. On top of all that, Raid has also just released the Artifact Forge, where you can save time, craft artifacts directly, as well as a new advanced quest system that's got fantastic rewards involved in it. And that's not all. They've also got some amazing new champions, and they're developing something called the Doom Tower as we speak, which, I mean, how can something called a Doom Tower be bad? So if that all sounds like it floats your boat, and quite frankly, why wouldn't it? Make sure you head down to the link in the description to get Raid Shadow Legends downloaded. And if you're a new player, you're also going to get 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards, and a free champion, the Hex Weaver. All these goodies will be waiting for you up in your inbox when you get the game up and running. Remember, the bonus is only available for the next 30 days and for new players only. So what are you waiting for? Links are down there. Let's get it downloaded and keep an eye on the clan, because you never know when a few new spaces might open up. Sheepdog's in there, and I am booting him soon to make space for at least one more review.
So, the plan for the room. This is the back of the room. This is where the TV is. At the moment, we've got Anna's chair right next to the TV, which doesn't really work because, as you can see, the chair is pointing away from where the TV is. So Anna can't really sit and watch TV or play games comfortably. But it also means Andy's chair, which is at the back of the room, he can't really see the TV from where he is, because if Anna puts her chair in a position where she can watch TV, it's then in the way of him. Plus, we've got that big pile of boxes in the corner. So our plan is we're going to move that cupboard and put that cupboard here in this gap next to the fireplace. We're then going to take the sofa, which is currently here next to the window, and put it across that wall at the back of the room. Then move Andy's chair to here. So he's the one who's next to the TV, but he doesn't watch the TV very much. It doesn't really matter if he has to turn his head. He used to sit sideways to watch his TV in the old house. And then Anna's chair is going to move over here next to the radiator in the window with the cupboard just there. That should mean that everyone can see the TV, everyone can see each other, and it's more of a functional, usable room. And then once that's done, we can focus on unpacking and sorting through all those boxes. And hopefully the goal is, by the end of today and by the end of this video, we have finished the living room. Wish us luck. This is going to be quite a big job. About an hour of moving stuff around later, and the room is set up how we want it. Andy's just come down to watch Toy Story, so we need to finish this before the copyright music hits in. Yeah, he's got all these toys that he found at the old... Did he find them at the old house or found them as part of the move?
He found the old one of this, so I had to buy a new one. But yeah, all these...
But that Iggle Piggle toy, the blue one, you bought him that, what, 12 years ago, did you say?
Yeah.
In Nottingham, and he never played it. And then as part of the move, he noticed it. It was sat in his old bedroom for 8 years.
I had to buy a new one.
Yeah, because the batteries weren't working in it. But we've set up the room a little bit more how we want it now. So we've got the TV. The TV is eventually going to go up on the wall, but we're going to pay a real man to come and do that, Anna says. So the TV is going to go up there, and then we can put the TV cabinet flat against the wall with the consoles and stuff on. We've then got Anna's... We've then got Anna's chair here, Andy's chair there, which is now next to a plug, which means you can actually plug stuff in now. And then we've got the sofa across there. We do still have a few boxes in the room, which is a job for this afternoon. But first, we've got a Subway delivery on its way, because I'm hungry and fancy a meatless marinara. So living room's almost done. We're just taking a quick break from that to come in to my office. By the way, a few of you have asked for a setup tour of the office. That is over on my main channel. I'll put a link to it down in the description below. If you want to watch that, you can do that over there. But as you can see, the big problem we've got with the office is these two big windows out the front of the house. Look, you can see the shiny new car. It won't always live out there. The old one's still on the driveway. But obviously these windows let everyone who walks past on that path see in where all my expensive stuff is, which isn't ideal from a security point of view. So Anna's got some of the window film stuff that we used in Andy's room at the old house, and we've done it here the other day as well. And we're just going to cover both of these windows with window film, so it still lets the light in, but no one can actually see in. Seems like a good idea to me. Oh, and I changed my shirt because meatless marinara in a white shirt wasn't a good idea. And here we have our finished living room with clear hallway. Ignore the rubbish by the door, that needs to go out to the bin. But I'm not wearing shoes, so I'm not going out there at the moment. So it's all set up the way we wanted it. There's just a few bits on Anna's chair that she needs to sort when she comes down. She's downloading some DLC for Andy at the moment. We've got the sofa over there. We've had to hide all the pillows between Anna and Andy's chairs so that a certain somebody who'll remain nameless doesn't get at them. We are going to be moving that London picture onto that picture hook, so it's next to the draft one, so it doesn't look so bare, but then that looks really bare while we wait for the TV to go up there. So for now, the picture can stay, the TV can stay, and we'll just have a slightly bare wall there. We've got the sofa at that end with a little table, bookcase and stuff over there, more table, lamp, storage stuff down there. Anna's chair, which now doesn't need to move for her to be able to play games. Andy's chair, which he can now see the TV from. He can see me and Anna. No one's got their back to everyone else in the room, and probably more importantly, he's got a plug socket down there and a few of his toys down there as well. We've got a box in front of the TV, which might look a little bit untidy. What it actually is a way to make it a little bit harder for him to come up to the TV and punch it. We have got a TV screen protector on the way, which once that's in, we might find a new home for that. We've got Dave's bed down there as a temporary thing as well. I'm not actually sure he still needs it. Now he doesn't have a room that we kind of shut him in away from everyone else, because he's basically got free reign of the whole of the downstairs of the house. And then by downstairs, I mean this floor and the one above. We've got a stair gate across the staircase between upstairs and the top floor. So he kind of just follows us around wherever we are. He sleeps on the sofa. A couple of weeks, I think our Christmas tree is going to be there. But for now, we'll leave his dog bed there and see if he uses it. But I think this is about there. It actually, for the first time since we've lived here, looks and feels like home in here. The hallway is clear and I can walk through it. Once I've got some shoes on, I'll get them in the car. The shoes are a mess because one problem with Dave being able to wander around the house wherever he wants is every time he comes past the shoes, he takes one. So we keep putting them back on the thing and he keeps pulling them off, and we're finding them around the house and just piling them there. I think the next thing we need to do is replace this with some kind of cabinet to put shoes in, maybe hooks on the wall for the coats. We shall see. Downstairs, complete. The kitchen is also pretty much there. I just need to set up the computer that used to be in the living room in the kitchen. In fact, should we go and have a look at the kitchen? People wanted a house tour after we've moved in. So kitchen, as you can see, the dishwasher's not been on. I'm an untidy monster, but that's the computer that used to be in the living room with the desk, so that's going to be set up there. And then when Anna needs to use it, she can just turn one of the chairs round from the table in here. But it's a little bit untidy because we've not tidied it yet today, but we need a proper solution for recycling. At the moment we've just got a box, and that's the microwave we still need to recycle. Again, we need a solution for crisp storage. We've just got them in a box at the moment. Randy can help himself as he comes into the room. He is using this though, which is fantastic. He'll grab his glass from where he sits at the table, grab himself a drink, and he is drinking so much more water than he was before, which is awesome. So that's Andy's spot. And then yeah, looks more like a normal working kitchen. You can tell shopping arrived last night. So we've got some toilet roll and some pop and stuff on the floor, and these actually probably need sorting now. Just got these out of the car. These were left in the old house the other day, but I just put in jiffy bags so that they didn't get broken on the way here. We did buy Halloween sweets, but nobody came, so I think between Anna and Andy, they've got love hearts in for Andy, they're slowly getting worked through. Once Amy's here for the weekend for the first time, I'm sure she'll take care of the rest of them. But I think that's all you need to see. You saw the bedrooms when we first moved in, just like in the last house. I don't feel any need to show you our bedrooms. Our bedroom's still a bit of a bomb site. There's boxes in there everywhere as we figure out how to sort them out. Andy's room is as you saw it last time. We've replaced the tent that got destroyed in the incident. Other than that, his bedroom's the same, and Amy is still working on hers. She'll carry on with that the next time she's here. She kind of got halfway through it and then had to be rushed home during the incident, so it's kind of halfway through. So I'm not going to show you a half-finished job of Amy's, but that is the house as it stands right now. And then I guess the only other thing to cover off is just a little... You are?
It's not working.
This is a problem with having an open door. What's not working? Anna's trying to get some Xbox... Is it still Xbox Live points?
No, credit.
Xbox credit, so that she can buy Andy some more trains for his train simulator game, which we promised him before he went to respite last week, and he's only just reminded us of. I'm vlogging! Remember that? Who am I chatting to? This is the problem. This is the problem with leaving the door open. I try and keep myself part of the house so Dave can come and go and appear on his Dave cam, which I've now got set up when I stream over on Twitch. But Anna doesn't know what's going on when I'm in here talking. So yeah, the other thing to just cover off quickly before wrapping this video up is just really a response update kind of thing to the video we put out midweek this week about the incident, about what happened. I just wanted to say a big thank you, although there were a couple of tool bags who got themselves blocked just like that. It was an overwhelmingly positive response, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for just being awesome. It's sometimes easy to forget when you have been doing YouTube for a long time and get into kind of a habit of turning out the same kind of content and getting the same kind of responses, that there are a load of people out there who actually do care. And it is really cool when something goes wrong. This is a weird sentence. It's just nice to see when something goes wrong, that there's a whole load of people out there who've got our backs, and it is really cool. So thank you. Everyone is doing a lot better now. Anna's finished her first week at her new job and is enjoying it. I've got settled into my routine here, still waiting for the Football Manager beta to drop, so I'm kind of twiddling my thumbs looking for things to do at the moment, but everything is set up, ready, action stations the moment the game drops. And Andy has been home from school and respite for 24 hours or so now, after his last days there on Friday, and has been fine. You saw him playing nicely in the living room this morning. He's watched his Toy Story movie. He's quite happy, wandering about, eating his food, having his water out of the fridge. He's loving having all of his stuff in his bedroom. We've got a little baby monitor camera, so Anna can carry that around the house, so she's feeling a lot better about leaving him on his own. And everything at the moment, touch wood, seems to have turned around and is starting to go a lot better than it was when we first moved in. So hopefully we're over the rubbish bit and we can now start enjoying our new house, new car, new job, and hopefully very soon new school and new respite solutions for Andy. We were allocated a social worker on Friday afternoon. We spoke to him briefly then. They've got a meeting about Andy Monday morning. They're then ringing me, because Anna's at work. They're ringing me Monday afternoon to let them know what they think. His EHCP has been converted to the new county's format, and they're going to come to us with school choices for us imminently. So hopefully in the next week or so we'll be able to get a school sorted for him as well. And we've also got a Zoom call set up with the local, I don't think child services is the right word, but the people who arrange things like respite and support groups and all that kind of stuff, and short breaks. And we've got a meeting with them on Tuesday. So fingers crossed, by the time next week's video comes out, we should have loads to update you on about progress for all of Andy's stuff that he was missing out on at the moment. And we should be even more settled in than we are now. We're getting very close to just getting back to normality now, after what has been, I guess, about 6 weeks of absolute madness from the moment Anna got offered the job to now, as I sit here thinking, I guess it's time for me to get back involved and play a little bit more Raid Shadow Legends. I've played so much of that game. I know we're sponsored by them, but I really, really do enjoy it. Give it a try. Even if you just play the tutorial, it really, really helps support the channel, support us. And yeah, it's been an expensive few months. So these sponsorships we're doing at the moment, they don't cost you anything to get involved in. It takes 5 minutes of your time, and it is a really big help to us. So thank you to everyone who's already done that or is heading off to do that now. See you next week, folks. Thanks for watching.